that one.
Big one. Okay, it's someone else's turn.
Sam's turn. Look. Not on my waves. Not on my wave. Not on my wave. Now throwing stuff back. Stop throwing this stuff back. We're both gonna take the bus. I'm gonna sit by him every day to make sure he's okay. No, not on my grave. Not on my grave. He doesn't want me sitting next to him. I'll sit behind him, in front of him, or on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm making sure he's okay forever.
Yeah.
Go. Get over me. I'm not mean. I'm crazy. He's crazy, he says. He says he's not mean.
He's not mean, he's just crazy.
That's what he's saying. Anyway. Up there. This is my favorite one. I haven't. I don't want that one. What the? Oh, what? I don't want.
It's nice to be there.
Oh.
Well, that's a little brush for brushing. No, for the grill.
Ani.
Can you go on the floor?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Honey, have dinner, please. Act like a human. Thank you. Are you gonna eat some more dinner? Trying. It's the vent for the air conditioning and the cooling. And the heating. No, don't put your face on the floor, sweetheart.
One bite left.
It's fine, bite now.
But I thought you sign off every time there's draws now, or you don't sign off on blood
Well, it was
draws.
just like weekly blood draws. We knew that it was happening, but we just assumed.
You have
that
to
they were
remember,
drawing
he'd been
a
home
small
for like
amount.
You
a
assume
month.
that they're looking at the
yeah,
labs.
got it.
But they never looked at
So
it.
when the
It's like
ER
they had
doctor
no
drew his
clue that
labs, he came back in and he said, well, we're going to redraw the labs because
he should be comatose.
there's no way the lab result that came back isn't possible.
It's for people that have special ways to eating food, like me and Sammy.
Yeah. What's the special way, do you know?
Eating from the central line.
Central line, what's that? Oh, it goes in right there?
And then it goes right. I'm eating with them and get my food.
Fine the whole night. And that's why, like, when Scott's not home now, if I connect everything, I wait like an hour and I stick his finger to see that at least his blood sugar is higher.
Right,
Because I'm like,
yeah.
right, the pump is working.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine if the pumps went well.
Because we didn't even
Totally
know it was
forgot.
green.
I'm always up for one.
Why say
You know me, sweetie.
after the program?
I don't want to be outside. I don't like to be outside. I don't like to be outside. Hey!
I have him when I'm in the hospital. I call him like 5-6 times.
I built-
when the doctor's in front of me and I'm like, wait, I don't agree with that, or let me double check. Let me ask my consultant.
I started to
I'll call him
their
right up.
insurance by the time I
You
started
should,
on the
man.
phone.
But there's so many times where he knows the answer, and these doctors come in and they don't know the answer.
Is that Omega been priming the line right now?
It's mix of both. Because your sterile path is only the inside of the tube, and that's contained inside of there.
I freak out.
You're freaky.
I am. I admit it.
That's right. You know
Freaking
what?
working, right?
It's whatever works for you. Because I would never tell someone to change something if they were doing work to tell you.
You ever see error code 10? Error code
Yes.
10, and it just never ever gets to work again. This
Yeah.
happened with the Omega.
Error code 10 is a bad internal battery. There's a small like button cell battery in here
Okay.
that holds the programming.
Yeah, I do. I just do like this. I'll show you what I do. This way it's not sticky on the back. You just crimp it on the top like that. See? That's even better. Horseshoe it kind of like, and you just go around it a couple times. Thanks. There you go.
Preoccupied
He's outside from Ryan taking fireflies? Yeah. He came in and said, we're not doing anything, Dad.
which are really sturdy, but they weigh like 500 pounds. They're really heavy. And they're a little bit big. They're like that weird awkward shape. And then the ones that I like the best are actually really.
Whoa. Do they only light up in the dark or what?
Yeah. They don't like to light up right now.
He is too. We can't use clothes.
How'd that feel?
Try not to be afraid. It can be really hard if you internalize everything the doctors say could happen. But seeing life as a journey and taking it one day at a time and letting your kids sort of lead the way. You know, I think at a certain point, and probably even now, you know, Sam and Bo are gonna understand their own bodies. And I think for me, as I was growing up, there came a point where if something was wrong, I knew there was probably something wrong. Take those risks, and I mean, always being safe, always, you know, taking your precautions, but don't let it paralyze you. Talk to the other families, you know, let your kids reach out and learn from them. And, you know, I think you would just be amazed at what can happen. And, you know, eventually we're going to be telling the doctors, don't tell people it's a death sentence. It's not.
They want to, to get FDA approval, he's got to kill 25 babies, basically. That has got to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
That's a girl.
Well, he's given a talk.